welcome to the newest episode of Quakerly Conversations. My name is Will Overholt, and I'm here with Jody Carney, an alum from 2006 and the current mayor of Plain City, Ohio. Thank you so much for letting us come to Plain City and be here today.
Thank you, Will, for coming up here and letting me talk about Wilmington College and show you around town.
Absolutely. Well, again, it's kind of different. We're on the road for the first time ever. We are going on location somewhere. First off glance is just the town's beautiful. The village is beautiful. I've really enjoyed, getting to see, there's a lot of small town vibes, a lot of very similar Wilmington vibes here, but also still it looks like it's growing. That's really exciting.
Yes, thank you. So that's what attracted my husband and I to move to Plain City. It reminded me a lot of my hometown that I grew up in, down in southeastern Ohio in Athens County, and kind of the same school district feel that I came from. So I've always kind of been that small town, community-minded person that brought me to Plain City, but also brought me to Wilmington College.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, tell me first, before we get into what you're currently doing now, how did you get to Wilmington College? What's that story?
So I kind of went back and forth on what my what I wanted to pursue in college. And so it started out in my early high school years of agriculture communications. I think I wanted to kind of follow for what my sister was doing at the time. And so I also looked at Ohio State and thought, okay, I'm going to go that route. I think going from a small community to a large city is what is in my cards. But then I got to my senior year and going through different, filling out college applications and making those decisions. I toured the campus and I was like, oh, I don't want to take a bus to get to my classes. I don't want to be in a lecture hall with 100 people. So my parents were like, you need to look at Wilmington. And it was like my spring break of my senior year. So I was kind of late to the game at that point and had to make a decision. And I got a tour through the college admissions office, and I remember my tour guide, Kanisha, we were going around the campus, and I just felt immediately at home. Like I said, this is where I'm meant to be. Like I loved that I could talk to my professors and be able to just walk to my classes instead of having to take a commute or a bus or some, where it would be farther than 10 minutes. And that there was so many different organizations that I felt like I could get involved in. And I remember during that tour, just walking around, and they were very like, well, what are you involved in? And I was like, oh, I'm in FFA and 4-H and all this. And I remember coming out of that tour, getting a scholarship at, almost immediately, and being invited to the summer leadership plunge. I don't know if they still do that.
Yeah, they do. Yep.
So I was one of the second class to go through the plunge process, which was bringing students on campus to get them acclimated and to kind of be leaders to the other incoming freshmen. So that was a great opportunity. And I just remember that time like it was definitely a great moment in my life.
That's awesome. That's really cool, and really a great story to tell, because again, we see a lot of students go through the plunge. We see them come out of Wilmington College really well prepared and just so impactful during their time there. Was there anything that you can pull from your time at Wilmington that you can remember? Any good memories or any people that you can think of that during that time?
Well, I really enjoyed all of my professors in the agriculture college, Mary Rose Zink, and taking some psychology courses with her, and also being involved as a resident assistant. I was in DTS Little Sis, which I know they've changed names now, sorority, and with the DTS fraternity, Aggies, oh my goodness, anything that I could get involved in, I was tried to be a part of, and was freshman and sophomore homecoming attendant. Also up for homecoming queen my senior year. Did not get it, but that's okay. One of the most memorable people that I met definitely during my time at Wilmington, I would say, would be my husband. Adam, he graduated in 2005. So that was great how Wilmington brings people together.
For sure. Absolutely. Well, tell us a little bit about how you've gotten into your current role now, or your career really, outside of Wilmington, because a mayoral career is something that, you don't really think about a lot. I'm sure it's unique, a lot of different pathways. How did you kind of land into this seat in this role?
So I majored in agriculture and education at Wilmington and had a really great experience being in the different education courses, and Wilmington really prepared me to graduate and become an ag teacher through all my student teaching, and even like my freshman year, I think I had to take a education course where I went into a first grade classroom just to make sure that, that was something I wanted to do.
Absolutely.
During my time at Wilmington, I was very fortunate to have an internship with Monsanto as a field claims specialist. And at that point, I'm like, I don't know if I want to be a teacher. I really like agronomy and really enjoyed that. And I was able to get a job interview and then an offer before I graduated from college to be a crop consultant with Crop Production Services, which is now Nutrien, and so in the New Holland area. So I thought that was what I was going to do for my career, because I enjoy being outside. I wasn't behind a desk. My day to day was a little bit different. Each day was different. And so I was about a year into my job, and I got a call from a principal, and he said, well, your professor, Monty Anderson, said, they asked who would be a good education candidate to come and interview for their ag ed position, and Monty gave them my name and number. And so the principal called me, and I thought, okay, this is the direction I'm supposed to go. I'm supposed to use my degree and actually teach. So I went and interviewed up at DeGraff for Riverside and got that teaching position. And it was my husband and I had gotten married and was in our first year of marriage, and I was traveling about 45 minutes to an hour to teach. And it was tough. So then my mom, through another connection, had heard that another program was hiring for a teacher, and that was Fairbanks. And I said, well, that is a lot closer to where we are currently living. And so I interviewed for that teaching position and got the teaching position there. So I was teaching at Fairbanks for 3 years. And then they were going through some budget cuts, and at that time in my life, I said, I can't teach for part salary and part time. So I was like, okay, back into industry I go, because I was still like in my mid-20s. So I was able to get a job with Ohio Farm Bureau as an organization director. And so I covered Delaware, Franklin, Madison, and Union counties as their organization director, who reached out to nationwide agents and organized volunteers and grassroots initiatives. And I was enjoying that. It's a great organization to work for, and kind of used my education degree, but it was more for the adult education at that time. And then we decided to start a family, and I became a stay-at-home mom. So from all of my different involvement in organizations and in career, in jobs in my career path, I was not one to really kind of just sit, be a stay-at-home mom. I love that dearly, but I always kept kind of, looking around and saying, what else can I do and give back to my community? And my husband and I would have lots of different conversations. He'd be like, why is the village making this decision? And I said, I don't know, but you should run for village council. And he goes, I'm not that extroverted of a person, like I think you should. And so I said, okay, I'll take out my petition and run for village council. So in 2017, I took out my petition and got my 50 signatures that was needed to get on the ballot, and there was 9 people running for four positions on council at that time. So there was 4 seats open, which is usually really unheard of. It was either like, and now we have 3 and 3, but I was the 3rd highest vote getter and got elected to a seat on council. And then I kept thinking, well, how can we keep our meetings moving? So I am not one to just like attend a meeting to attend a meeting. Like
Sure.
I wanted I wanted to see progress. I wanted to see our initiatives move forward. And so they said, well, you should be council president. And so in 2020, I petitioned my other members of council during our reorganization meeting for the year. And I said, I'd really like to be council president. And somebody else who had been a member longer and had more experience, somebody said, well, you should be council president. And it was our police chief, actually. He said, why don't you let someone new try to be council president and, get some new ideas and things going. So they're like, okay. So Jody, you're our new council president. And so we all know what happened in 2020 with COVID and everything being shut down. We had to start meeting virtually. And that was a tricky time because it was a lot of unrest with our community, and everybody was very divided on so many different topics. And I was getting to the summer, and Governor DeWine had said you can open your municipal swimming pools, and our staff was like, and at the time was like, no, I don't think we're going to open. And I'm like, no, we need to open our swimming pool. We need something for our community members and residents to do when they're staying home. And that's a safe thing that we could do according to the government at the time. So I was going to bat in meetings online, and I still have my articles where it's just like, Carney says to open the swimming pool and everything. And so we got it open that summer. We were one of the only towns around that opened.
Wow.
And so we did see a big influx of people trying to come to our pool.
For sure.
Yes. But I was like, I'm done with politics. I don't think I want to continue. I don't want to run again. I was going to have to run for another 4 years if I wanted to continue on council. And so I was walking my daughter to school on the first day, and the mayor at the time, he calls me, and so I call him back, and he says, well, we moved out of town, so I'm no longer able to serve as mayor. So what I'm saying is that makes you the new mayor as council president. I went, oh, okay. So this kind of like changes things. What I didn't think I could make a change or a difference in my role, I was now in a different position where I'm like, okay, I can build consensus with our community. I can help bring us together in these times of division. So I was sworn in as the new mayor in 2020, and then I ran for the unexpired term of the former mayor. So that would have basically been, I think, 3 more years. And then I ran for my own 4 years. So almost 10 years later, this is probably my longest running role. I would have never guessed it would have been under like the term politician, because I don't see myself as a politician.
Absolutely. How important is it to be available for the size of a village like this or a community like this, thrown into a position or put into a position that you really weren't planning for, to now be available as much as possible, it seems. What is that like? What's that day-to-day like?
So I would say thrown into a position, because I definitely it wasn't on my radar to be mayor. And I think my kids were 5 and 3 at the time.
Wow.
And so now they're 10 and 12, which is crazy.
That's crazy.
Yes. So I like to think of myself as I'm pretty out in the community, being involved in our schools and just other organizations. That I'm pretty accessible, where people can reach out to me. Even if I'm not physically in this office, I feel like I'm on call almost 24/7. I have some people that will message me questions, and I try to get back. I try to set boundaries, but that doesn't work. So I feel like with our town growing, so in 2020, when we were supposed to become a city because of the census, and a city is 5,000 or more residents, but people didn't fill out the census, and so it actually showed us losing residents. But we're sitting probably here 6 years later about a little over 7,000.
Wow.
And growing.
Yeah.
So it's definitely, it's a challenge, I think, making sure I'm getting out and meeting new people, but then also I meet somebody new every single day.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So we've talked about, your long career in politics. What would you say has been the one thing that you've, really been proud of that you've accomplished in the office, or something that you want to continue doing while you're in your role?
I feel that utilizing my education degree and helping to educate our youth and encourage them to get involved in their local government has been one of my biggest highlights, whether it's from giving tours of the municipal building and talking to them about, where they live, because a lot of students and adults do not know who their elected officials are. And I think that that's a major key to me helping to educate our population, because the Plain City zip code of 43064 is a pretty wide, covers a lot of miles. And so we have a lot of township residents, and that they think that they live within the village limits. So I think that helping to educate and let them know, here's who you need to get a hold of, or here's who you can bring your question to, or if it's something that our office and staff can handle, like encouraging them. I know we just had a resident to reach out and talk about needing stop signs in a neighborhood because of safety with this crosswalks. And so bringing having those residents feel like that they can approach an elected official and make positive change has been, I think, one of the greatest accomplishments in my tenure.
When I hear you talk about, your leadership style, I feel like I pick up a lot of delegation, a lot of committee, a lot of collaboration. Do you feel like you kind of have a lot of that foundationally from Wilmington that you picked up into what you do now leadership-wise?
Definitely. I feel like from my days of getting to experience the plunge to being an officer in my sorority, or Aggies, and all the different organizations and experiences that Wilmington College offers, I feel like it definitely encourages everyone to get involved, like that you feel welcomed and included, but then also helping to build consensus and delegating, I think, to move items on the agenda forward. I definitely it was my time at Wilmington that really helped to shape that.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to take it back a little bit, talking about, you graduated in 2006. So if we're doing the math on that, we're coming up on the 20-year anniversary of your class.
Yes.
So this year at homecoming, we're going to be doing reunions for the 10th, 20th, 30th, and 40th classes. And Jody has joined our planning committee as well. So we'll talk just briefly about that. What is that like, thinking about 20 years has gone by already, looking at bringing the group back on campus for 2006. What has that initially thought process been like for you?
Well, one, I can't believe it's been 20 years. It feels like I just graduated yesterday, but no. I think it's very exciting to be able to see the people that I spent so much time with for those 4 years back together, and to see where everybody has kind of landed and how their time at Wilmington has shaped who they are today. I'm excited that they, to bring us back onto campus, and so that maybe other current students might see something in our class that they might want to strive towards in a career or something. So
absolutely,
it's exciting. 20 years seems like a long time, so I still feel like that shouldn't be happening this year, but it definitely will be great to see how the campus has also changed.
Definitely.
Because it's changed since we graduated.
Definitely. So we're talking about politics, we're talking about a long career in politics. I know that may take up some of your time. Is there anything that you like doing on, outside of the office? Anything fun that you like to do in the community?
So So in my spare time, I am advisor to our local 4-H club.
Awesome.
We have about 65 members of youth here in Plain City. And so it's something that I get to do alongside with my children, of help guide them, but then also encourage other members and encourage other youth of our community that they can become leaders and take an interest in what they're doing through 4-H. And so I try to highlight that involvement as much as possible, because they are the leaders of tomorrow.
Absolutely. Extremely impactful. For people that may not know exactly where Plain City is at, do you want to just real briefly plug just a quick 2-minute elevator pitch about Plain City, or anything that we can highlight there?
Yes, so we are located basically at the intersection of 161 and 42. So if you're coming west from Columbus, from Dublin, and also between Delaware to London, that's kind of where we are located. I would like to say that Plain City is like a hallmark town. So we are proud of our tight-knit community that has a little bit of a country living, picturesque facade. So we have a lot of local restaurants, different events, such as we are an America 250 community coming up here this summer and fall. So we are going to be highlighting a heritage event of the Plain City Corn Carnival, which was first started in 1914 as a celebration after World War I, and then brought back again in 1980s to highlight again our heritage of corn and what the importance it is to our community. It went away after about 1987, and so as our special one-time America 250 event, we are going to bring it back for a day in September 12th is our event. So
wow. Okay. Awesome. That's so cool. I love that. Well, thank you so much for the time today. It has been spectacular getting to see the village, getting to see the municipal building, and getting to tour it. You've been a fantastic host, so thank you. It's really been exciting doing this podcast for the first time on the road. So again, thank you so much for the time. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, Will. Thank you. So our building was, the groundbreaking was in 2019, and then we were able to open our doors and move in March of 2020, but we didn't officially have our open house until July of 21 because of the restrictions and everything. So we are very fortunate. At that time, we had extra offices built for growing staff, but as you will see when we walk around, it is quickly filling up, and I think we have one open office at this moment, and more like cubicles added, so
wow.
to accommodate interns, and then our the engineers who contract with our village, they have a space to work, and same with our law director. If they have to come in and do work and everything. So
awesome.
We'll go. Yeah. This is our planning wing, is what we kind of call it, so that everybody can see what developments we have working with, and kind of help staff to be able to see and visualize the different areas. And then we were able to hire our communications manager about a year ago. So he is out and about. And you can see this row of cubicles. And then our village administrator, she's out at the moment, but she is the one that does the day-to-day operations and overstaff. So I'm kind of more of just like the face of the village, but bringing the concerns of the residents to the staff members. And then we have a management analyst who is like the assistant to the village administrator and clerk of council. And then our Parks and Rec director, she is here in this office too, but then is also out and about, busy with the pool, getting started. I'm touring the Wilmington College, where I graduated from. They came to do a podcast and touring, so I'm just showing them the offices and what I do on a day-to-day basis, which is kind of, it changes. Deb is our assistant to our finance director. Official title though. Wait. Financial analyst. So she is a position that was added when staff said they needed support and help, and council members, we came together and said, okay, yes, like let's take a inventory of where we need extra people and help with as we grow. And so Deb was one of our newer hires in that capacity. So Plain City collects a 1.5% income tax, and we used to do it through the regional income tax, RETA, but there was, because the zip code is so large and people thought they lived in the village, they would pay our income tax. And so many, about 5 years ago, I want to say, John, how long have you been with the village here now?
It'll be 7.
Okay, 7 years ago. Time flies when you're having fun. Council added, made the decision to bring it in-house so that we have someone here answering questions about the income tax.
Awesome.
And during that process. So he's still digging out from tax season.
Cool.
And then Cindy at the front desk, our office administrator, she is a wonderful person to have, answering the phones and being the face that people come to the window and get questions, and always is kind of that really helpful. If I have someone come to me and they need, help with something, I can ask Cindy, can you respond to this resident, or, do you know this answer? So she's very helpful. But we can go out through here. And so it's very echoey here. But this is our lobby area, which is open to the public, and this is open 24/7, which is very interesting because if people need to pay their water payment, they can come in here and do that. They can get information that we might have that's after hours, but so we won't be able to go on the police side, I don't think today, because we might, but this is open, that if somebody feels like that they are being followed or they need to get away from someone or need help, they can go into this room in here, which is, it's like a, kind of a panic room a little bit, and shut the door, and nobody, once this door is shut, nobody can open it from the outside.
Wow.
And so they can call and get, if they need an officer, this button is also on the inside. Wow. And they can call and get help right away, which is such a nice feature, and
absolutely.
Safety. And then we also have a drug take back box, so that if you have unexpired or expired medicine, or need to get rid of it and dispose of it, you can bring it in anytime and drop it in that box.
Awesome.
So we're really trying to make sure that we have safety and everything at the forefront of our day-to-day operations. We also have in our parking lot, you can't see it from here, but we have a space that if people do online sales through Marketplace or yard sale sites, they can come and meet people. Nice. Also people who are if they have custody agreements and they need to make switches and everything with parents, they can come here and it's all on camera. So it's safety again. That was an addition after this building was built.
Okay. And you said this building was built when?
From 2019 to 2020.
Okay. Gotcha.
So it was done pretty quickly. And then actually we can go in through here. So when we have meetings open to the public, we can come in here, which tonight we have a council meeting. And so this is our public portion. Our council chambers. So let me see. And we actually, we stream all of our meetings on YouTube, and they're live. So if you aren't able to attend in person, you can pick up any of our meetings. We're at the second and fourth Monday of the month at 6:30. And tonight we're swearing in a new police officer and honoring our Arbor Day art contest winners. So a lot of community involvement.
Awesome. This is spectacular.
This is the room that on plans you thought it might be bigger because we were like we wanted a bigger community room, but it's served us well because we had to meet at our fire station prior to this building being built because we didn't have a space big enough at our municipal building for public meetings. Wow. But if there's a hot button topic, it gets packed very quickly.
I can see it filling up pretty quickly in here.
Yes.
Wow.